Welcome to Probation Information Network, a comprehensive resource for federal defendants. Hi everyone, and welcome to probationinfo.org, brought to you by Probation Information Network. Today we're going to explore our Voluntary Surrender Guide. We'll explain what voluntary surrender is, how to prepare for it, and what to expect during the process itself. Voluntary surrender is when a federal defendant is not taken into custody at sentencing, but is allowed to report to their assigned prison at a later date. This allows you time to get your affairs in order before you start your prison sentence. Talk to your lawyer to see if you could be eligible. Generally, within a few weeks of sentencing, the U.S. Marshal Service will provide the name of the institution and the date for surrender. Most voluntary surrenders are given at least 2 weeks' notice to report. That means you will likely have at least a month to prepare yourself and your family for your time in custody. So how should you use this time? Before your surrender date, there are some things you're going to want to take care of. Since medical care in the BOP is basic, you'll want to start your sentence as healthy as possible, so visit your doctor and dentist, and if you wear glasses, go to your eye doctor to get an up-to-date prescription since contact lenses aren't allowed. Having a valid driver's license when you get out will be very helpful, especially if you release to a halfway house. So if your sentence is short enough, see about getting an extended driver's license so it's still valid when you come home. Consider granting power of attorney to someone you trust to help you with finances and any business and legal matters. If you're married, consider transferring utilities and other bills to your spouse's name so that they'll have an easier time dealing with them while you're gone. In the Federal Bureau of Prisons, there are no care packages. Besides putting money on your account, which we'll cover in another video, the only thing your loved ones can send you is books. And while you'll be grateful for any and every book someone sends you, it's better to get books you'll actually enjoy reading. If you have someone create an Amazon wish list for you, you can choose what books or authors or genres of books you want to receive, so when your friends and family want to send you something, you'll be sure to get books you want. Check your assigned facility's policies, but most facilities require books to come straight from the publisher, a book club, or a bookstore like Amazon, which means your loved one won't be able to mail you books directly, which is why the Amazon wish list is the best way to go. If you're worried about your credit when you come home, and most of you should be, consider adding a trusted family member as an authorized user or an additional card holder on your credit card to keep your credit active. If they make occasional purchases and pay them off every month, like maybe setting up a magazine subscription for you to get in prison, this will ensure you have a recent credit history when you're released. Contact your bank for details on their procedures for this. The day you surrender, mail yourself a list of all of your contacts' phone numbers, addresses, and email addresses. By the time it arrives, you will have been processed into the system and you'll be able to receive mail. This way you don't have to worry about losing the paperwork during intake or waiting a whole week for someone to mail you your contact list. When you arrive at your facility for surrender, you'll say goodbye to your loved ones and be brought through the gates to the intake area. You'll be strip-searched and issued your new prison clothes, fingerprinted, photographed, and you'll fill out and sign a bunch of paperwork. You'll also have a brief medical screening. After this is complete, depending on the facility and its current policy, you may be held for up to 48 hours in medical isolation until you are cleared for general population. This is done to test new arrivals for tuberculosis. If this is the case, stay strong and just know that this is not the real prison you'll be spending months or years in. This is just the isolation wing, and you'll get to the main compound in a few days. Once you have physically arrived at your facility, you are eligible to receive funds electronically. You'll need money to make phone calls, email, and purchase necessary personal items from the commissary. If possible, have someone wire money into your account as soon as you surrender so you can take care of this as soon as possible. We have a whole page on our website and another video that walk through how this is done. It's important to know that it will likely be a few days before all of your accounts are set up, especially if you spend your first 48 hours in a medical hold. A staff member will have to activate your accounts, and you'll need to have money on your books to be able to make phone calls. So let your loved ones know that they shouldn't expect to hear from you right away. What can you bring with you when you surrender? Every BOP facility is different and could have specific rules regarding voluntary surrenders, so you should contact your assigned facility to be sure. But according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons program statement, you're allowed to bring a plain wedding band, earrings if you're a lady, any medical or orthopedic devices you require, legal documents, social security card and other forms of ID like a driver's license or a passport, some religious items, and prescription glasses. What happens to the clothes you're wearing when you surrender? The BOP will mail it home for you, but only those clothes you were wearing. Anything you bring with you that you're not allowed to keep will be rejected and shipped home at your expense. For more information, visit the Federal Bureau of Prisons website at bop.gov, and of course our website at probationinfo.org. Thanks for watching. Check out our video on how to send money to a federal inmate and that page on our website. As always, if you need legal help, search our directory to find a federal criminal defense attorney near you who specializes in the type of help you need. Our directory can be found at probationinfo.org/findalawyer.